Good day, student. Welcome to Math Ninja Academy, and this is part 2 of product rule. So let's get into it. Let's look at example number 2. Just gonna quickly write example 2. And you are required to determine the derivative of the following function. Please excuse my handwriting. When God was giving our handwriting, I was late. So suppose you are given your function, which is y is equals to, what can I say? It's 3 root x, which is being multiplied by ln of x. And you are required to determine the derivative of this function by applying our knowledge of product rule. The availability of two functions in this case, which is 3 root x and ln of x, it's a guidance to us that we need to apply our product rule. So how do we apply our product rule? Remember from the previous video, what I said is that for you to apply a product rule, you must have a product of two or more functions. In this case, we have two functions, which is 3 root of x, which is being multiplied by ln x. So what are we going to do? What we're going to do here, we're going to name our functions. We're going to name the first function g, and the second function we're going to name it f. It does not matter how you name it. At the end of the day, you're still going to get to the same answer. So what does the product rule says? The product rule says that if you have your function, which is y is equals to f of x, which is being multiplied by g of x. Suppose f and g are both functions of x, both functions of x. If you have y, which is equals to f of x, which is being multiplied by g, and they are both functions of x, and you are required to determine the derivative of this function, y prime is going to be f prime of x. You take the derivative of the first function, and then you keep the second function, plus, and then you keep the previous function, f of x, you take the derivative of the second function, and then this will be your answer. In this case, we're going to apply the same principle. That means that we are going to say y prime is equals to, let me just quickly write from this side. We're just gonna say y prime is equals to, what did I say? You take the derivative of f and then you keep g. So let's keep g. Our g is 3 root of x, and then we take the derivative of f, which is ln x, and then plus, now we're going to keep f, which is ln of x, and then we take the derivative of g, which is 3 square root of x. So what I did here is just to show you how we apply this product rule. Now we're going to simplify further. So we have 3 square root of x. The derivative of ln of x is 1 over x plus ln of x. Now we take the derivative of this guy, which is 3 square root of x. How are we going to take the derivative of 3 square root of x? For us to determine the derivative of 3 square root of x, we first need to make sure that we change this radical. After changing the radical, we're going to apply the power rule that I just mentioned previously in the previous video, that if you're having y is equals to x, the exponent n, and then the derivative is going to be nx, the exponent n minus 1. So how are we going to change 3 square root of x in such a way that we are going to have our x in terms of an exponent? Well, when we, let's say maybe we have x square root of x, Now, to change this radical in an exponential form, there's an invisible 2 here. This is why it's called the square root. There's an invisible 2 there. Né? And then the exponent of x is 1 here. So to change this guy here, we're going to rewrite it as x to the exponent 1 over 2. Né? The availability of this 3, it means our answer is going to be 3x to the exponent 1 over 2. Ne? So now we need to take the derivative of this guy, which is 3 to the exponent 1 over 2. Ne? Y is equals to 3x to the exponent 1 over 2. And then y prime of this is going to be 3 multiplied by a half x to the exponent 1 over 2 minus 1, which gives us 3 over 2 x to the exponent negative 1 over 2. Ne? If we simplify this further, we're going to have 3 all over 2 square root of x. So the derivative of this guy here, which is 3 root of x, we are going to rewrite it as 3 all over 2 square root of x. And then if we simplify completely now, we're going to end up with 3 root x all over x plus 3 ln of x all over 2 square root of x. And this is the final answer. This is how we get to the answer without actually scratching our skull. I know sometimes these problems, they might look like it's a weapon formed against a degree, but in reality this is just a walk in the park. You don't need to actually scratch your skull whenever you are dealing with such problems. So I think we're gonna end here for this second video. Well, I have attached this homework, which is just a challenge problem for you to attempt on your free time. So this, we're gonna say this, let's say maybe this is number 1 and then this number 2. For teaching purposes, I just said homework, Math Ninja Academy. So we are required to, number 1, you are required to determine the derivative of this function. So in this case, you are having 3 functions. You have x cubed, cos of 3x, and the ln of x, square root of x. Ne? You are required to determine the derivative of this function. And then number 2, this is determine the rate of change of voltage if the voltage is given by 5t sine of 2t at 0.3 second. 2t basically is the argument of sine. So yeah, I think we're gonna stop here for today, and then thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment. If you're confused, please reach out to me on WhatsApp. Thank you.